What's up, everybody? Today we're getting an after commentary of my latest world record time here. Mainly because I was just practicing and I didn't expect to get a world record time, so I didn't stream it. I didn't, have my mic going. I just recorded it on the off chance that I made something happen. And I made something happen, so here we are. As you can see from the top of my screen, my record there is 9:41, which is better than the time that I put up before, but it had already been beaten, so pretty significantly. So that, like, by then the record at the time that I saw was like 9:09. So I didn't post anything with my 9:41 using my old outdated strategy of the flak, which I tried to give my the best hope I could to. But the 941 I got using the strategy of the person who beat me. It's a Japanese guy. He goes on Discord by Idiotica on the Novadrift Discord. And he beat me by, using Railgun, which is, I've always said, is probably the best scaling weapon in the game. And then Warp Strike, and just clearing everything as quickly as he can using Warp Strike. And that worked out pretty well. But then Vogelspin came out, as the Vogelspin do, and he came out with an even better strategy. He put out a video going sub 9. He didn't officially time it, but it was just like a hair under 9. And he's using the strategy that I co-opted here using Courser, which I am famously terrible at. I'm actually so bad at it, I had to adjust my control scheme. I went back super old school to pure keyboard controls because I couldn't use Courser with the mouse controls to save my life. So I decided to just use keyboard controls, and that way I can kind of aim a little bit better. It's a little bit of a rough patch here. I'm playing a little bit safe, missing some of my shots. But yeah, so Vogelspin came out with this sub 9. And then Idiotica came back using Vogelspin's strategy, and he got a 239 point something. 239.96. So basically, or I say 2, it's 839.96. Then 239, that'd be crazy. No, 839.96. So basically 8 minutes and 40 seconds. So clearly the strategy is much more effective than what I was doing, because that's shaving a minute off of my strategy. Well, that's shaving a minute off of my previous best time, which was using somebody else's strategy. So it's very fast. But yes, the idea behind Vogelspin's build here is essentially similar to Idiotika's, where we're going to get Warp Strike, and we're going to use Railgun. But we're using the Courser body, and then we're going to invest in mines, and we're going to invest in getting mortars. And then we're just going to mortar spam our lives away, quite literally, because spamming mortars will essentially keep you constantly at 1 hit point, because you can fire more mortars than you have mines at the cost of health, but it won't kill you. So the idea is to kill everything before you get killed, but you can put out so much damage everywhere all at once that it's relatively safe, with some notable exceptions that I'll point out. There's a couple of dangerous points. But as you can see from the splits here, it starts off a bit slower. Like, I'm well behind my best Station Omega split here. And I think we managed to kill him reasonably quick, but it's certainly not lightning speed. Like, with the previous strategy using the assault body and a lucky crit, you can one-shot Station Omega, but obviously the upsides to this build are much higher. So I have Warp Strike, which is step 1. So the quicker you can get Warp Strike and then get the mortar, the better your time is going to be, because once you get all of that online, you clear waves instantaneously. It's It's really strong. It's actually so good to the point where I think we're past the point of big time saves that we've been getting, where my initial one was close to like 11 minutes, and then it got brought down to 10 minutes, and then 9 minutes. Now we're in the 8 minutes. I don't think we're going to get... I think we might see a 7-something at some point if someone really optimizes it and they get really good RNG. But I don't see it getting too much quicker than that. I think high 7s might be the limit currently, like as to what is possible. And that's playing incredibly well and getting very lucky. So, yeah. You have to save 2 levels and then have a reroll available so that you can go right to Mortar, because Mortar requires you to have Overseer, and Overseer means you're not shooting. So we killed Scion there. I forgot to hit my Scion split, so the splits are going to be wonky for a while, and I don't notice it until like just before Seraph, so that's going to be off. But we are... by the time Scion died, it was right around where one of my best splits were. And that was a very lucky comment. Got him. But, yeah, as you can see, now we just cruise around, we kill everything, ideally before it shows up, and then we try not to die. We get Leaf on the Wind, because if we get hit, we're dead anyway. So that will give us much more damage. And then we just try to stay out of everyone's way and try to make sure that everything dies as quickly as possible. While they get ping-ponged back and forth from all of the rail damage that comes from everywhere. There's not too many upgrades left to get. We just got Mastery. I think I end up getting like Blitz and Terminate. But then past that, we have everything we need. Since we have Corsair, I no longer need to get Volley, which was a strategy from the previous Railgun thing. Again, one that I didn't make a video of because that time had already been beaten. So there goes Punchy. Dies off screen. And yeah, so now it's just cruise around, try to stay safe, try not to get, smacked by something coming in off screen, try not to get hit by a comet. Try not to get hit by an errant bullet from something that gets shot out. So yeah, we're taking Blitz and Terminate, and I believe those are the last 2 things we get. I think I just sit on the rest of my talents because I don't need them. I don't end up getting Ataraxia. I considered getting a lax second Ataraxia once I hit 4 stockpile levels, which I think I do right before Seraph. But I decided against it just because it'll save time by not going into the menu, and I don't think I would gain too much from like the extra, 3% damage I would gain. But as you can see, the waves go by pretty quickly. It's just a matter of staying out of everyone's way. So more out of habit than anything, I'm picking XP at this point because, like I said, I don't need it. I'm not gonna get Ataraxia. Most of the things that die off screen. Some of the things that don't are ones that teleport on screen. I should have been much more careful about that fire trail there. That actually could have killed me. And then I have another... see, I noticed the split time, so I hit it for the Punchy Magoo fight, even though it's far over, and here's wave 100. Alright, so he gets ping-ponged around. Here's the dangerous thing. I actually booped him right there. But it was one of the small cycles where my shield is up, because every once in a while my shield is up for a little bit before it goes away again. And I barely dodged him, but yeah, and there he goes. Now he dies, and there's my new best time, 8:36.90, which isn't a big improvement from the previous world record, which was 8:39.96, but it is a record. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you find the after commentary okay, and see you guys next time.